All right, today we are making a custom bookshelf from steel and walnut. To get started, I had a ton of parts to cut. And I gotta say, this little Harbor Freight metal cutting bandsaw, as much as it irritates me because it's super rickety and doesn't always cut square and it has all kinds of little flaws to it, this thing just keeps going and never stops. So it has served me well, even though it irritates me. It takes a few minutes for that bandsaw to get all the way through a piece of steel. Once I got the first set of parts cut out, I moved on to the next step of fabrication, and that was drilling some holes. Now this little flat bar is going to get welded between the legs. It's what I'm going to use to screw the wood shelves to the steel frame. So these holes are just pre-drilled holes for the screws. Alright, so while I was drilling the holes, I just left the bandsaw running and cutting all these other parts that I needed for the next step, and that is to clean off all the mill scale. Found the quickest way and easiest way to clean off the mill scale is to use one of these stripping wheels in this handheld grinder of sorts. It's a specialized tool just for this task of stripping paint off of steel. So it did take quite a while though, because I had quite a few parts, so I just put on my earbuds and listened to some music and got in the zone, locked in as the kids say, and got it done. Alright, to make this more manageable, I'm going to weld it up in small sections and then weld those small sections into the full piece. And so I set up my fixture table here to do the first section. And this first section is decorative 3 bars that go between the legs and shelves. I pitched the client several different variations from super simple to a little bit more ornate and geometric, and the 3 bars is the one that she chose. I like each of these designs for various different reasons, so I'm going to keep them in mind as I continue to design new pieces and work with new clients. It's kind of a good jumping off point to be able to say, hey, look at this design, what do you think about this, and see if I can incorporate those features into a new piece. Alright, so once I had the fixture table set up, it was basically rinse and repeat. I popped the old part out, popped the new parts in, welded it up, popped the old parts out, rinse and repeat. Made pretty quick work of it, and it comes out nice and accurate. Alright, and then I am a much better grinder than I am a welder, so I spent a little time with my grinder dialing the look in and cleaning everything up. So once I got all my subassemblies welded up, it was time to weld up the entire side. And this is where it kind of got a little bit tricky here and a little bit cumbersome because my fixture table is yay big and the finished size of the bookshelf is yay big. So it kind of hung off a little bit. It was a little bit awkward, but with some good clamps and some good squaring things to that fixture table, it still came out really square, like perfectly square. So I can't complain. And if your fixture table isn't big enough for what you want, don't let it stop you because it's still totally doable. Alright, before I fully welded it all together, I spent a little bit of time just tacking it up. That way I could flip it over and put the bottom pieces in and tack those in place and then double check the whole thing for square just to make sure it all came out nice and square. Alright, and then once it was nice and square, I went through and welded up the entire piece. Alright, and then once I got the metal frame welded up, it was time to build the shelves, and this was nothing exciting. It was basic carpentry, and since there was a lot of just the same old to make, I forget how many shelves there were. There were a lot of shelves. But basically I just set up an assembly line and cut to length, jointed, glued up the shelves, sent them through the planer, sanded, finished, rinse and repeat. Alright, and there's the final project. Thanks for watching.